Cool.
What?
Wait, what? I just saw you hit the record and then the stop
No, I
button.
didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
I saw something. I saw.
Hey everybody, it's Positive Bluebird and it's another segment of
Q&A.
Here's one of our questions, and they're not in any particular order. This is from Red December 02. What is your favorite recipe dish that Gerald cooks, and what is the favorite dish of Gerald that you make? Well, I don't really cook much because I'm supposed to be on a renal diet, which is for my kidney disease, and I have to measure out food and vegetables and things like that. But you know, once in a while I eat Gerald's food. It's really delicious. I'm trying to think which one was my favorite. I think it was one of the, it was like an Asian dish with rice. Do you remember which one that was?
Oh, it was stir fry.
Oh yeah, the Asian stir fry. That's one of my favorite. And then I think you made maybe chimichangas or something.
Oh, chicken enchiladas.
Chicken enchiladas. See, I
have no
don't
idea
cook
why
anymore.
She says chimichangas.
I keep saying chimichangas. Maybe I'm hungry
think it's
for
a cool
some.
word and it's funny.
Maybe you need to make some chimichangas.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for a recipe for that one.
Yeah, because I think don't you deep fry those? Make them
so.
crispy on the outside. Yeah.
I thought that was chili rellenos, but I could be wrong.
All right, let's see what the next question is. This is from Jake. Let's see. Okay. Do you and your family have any Christmas holiday traditions? Like making gifts, ornaments, or decorating cookies? I know one tradition that we were going to try to bring back, which I grew up with in the 70s, that my grandmother used to make, which was rolling out biscuit dough, and she made it from scratch because we didn't have the canned dough back in the day. But she made it from scratch, and then a dough cutter make circles, and then somebody would roll it out, and then the next kid would put the cooked hamburger in the middle, and then the next kid would put the I believe it was cabbage, and then my grandmother would pinch it at the top at 4 directions, so it made like this neat design, like a pocket. And some people called them kraut burgers. We've made them differently over the years, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like we've added like pepperoni and cheese, and
I think we added hot dogs once.
Yeah. Oh yeah, chopped hot dogs.
Yeah.
So this year we would like to bring back beer rocks. And I believe it's a German dish. I'm English, Irish, and German. My last name is very Irish, and your last name is very Irish. So, but yeah, we're gonna do that. As far as Christmas ornaments, I haven't really gotten around to it yet. I think you did have some ideas.
For Christmas ornaments?
Yeah, and you wanted to try to sell some. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, it was. I have one I can show really quick.
It's
but
the wooden
wood-burning one.
Yeah, show it. I'll pause it and you can go grab it. All right, Gerald has something that he made, you guys.
Yeah, I got Santa on the front, and then I've got a snowman
cute.
on the back. That was very hard to do, very detailed, especially the Santa, because this is where I messed up. Right there, where it's like a little squiggly, but you know, it happens. So
yeah.
I'm still learning as I go. I'd rather do, what is it? Not wood burning, but it's the other one, pyrography. That is really, I like that a lot better.
That's cool.
So,
and you got these wood pieces by the bulk, I think, from Amazon, right?
yeah, I think I paid like $12 for them, and it was like 8 of them all together.
That's really cool. And sometimes you do different wood styles, like bigger planks that are flat or have designs on the edge.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of wood burning on that. I've shown that before on my second channel, Artbird, and displayed all of that. So we're hoping to be able to sell some of these things at some point, whether it's through my Pinterest or here locally. So if any of you guys that are our closest friends see anything in the future that you're interested in, just DM me and we'll go from there. So this is from LA Uno. My question for you and Pablo is, where did you guys go for your honeymoon? Have you two taken any trips together, and if so, where? Well, we're not married anymore. As you guys know, we're good friends and we live together. But we had like a day honeymoon.
Yeah.
And where was that? Do you remember?
Pikes Peak.
Yeah, Pikes Peak. And it's one of the tallest mountains here in Colorado. And we had actually gone with our high school friend. I grew up with her since middle school, Jennifer, and she took us up there, and my son and her son, and Shiloh at the time was with her mom. So we had spent the day trip up there, and that was pretty much it, because we were really broke back then. We were living not on government housing, but regular apartment sector, and it was just really slummy and terrible, and we had no money. And so but we spent the day trip up there. It was just a lot of fun. It was freezing cold, because when you go to the highest part of Pikes Peak and Lookout Mountain, I think we went there too, but it's just freezing cold. You have to be prepared. And we got married in the summertime. And it was like July 25th, right? And so you got to be prepared when you go to Pikes Peak, because it's practically winter up there all year round, and it's very windy. So, but we have memories of that on Facebook and photos. This is from Becca, MS Fighter. I know you and G don't drive, but gas prices are killing more than anything. Hang in there, you guys. I know she had a question down here as well. Let me see. It's probably separate. Okay, my question for you two is, what is your favorite restaurant, and what is your favorite dish from the restaurant? You go first. What's your favorite restaurant?
Well, my favorite restaurant this is when I was a kid, and my parents used to take me there. It was called Tico's, or Tacos, however you want to pronounce it.
I remember.
And it was a spawn from Piccolo's, because the brothers that own Piccolo's, their father owned Tico's or Tacos. But my favorite dish there was the chili rellenos. I haven't yet found a place in Colorado yet that makes good chili rellenos. So I'm like a big fan of the chili rellenos.
And my favorite place, again, when I was a kid, was La Fonda de Cabo. And do you remember, it was up there on Arapahoe and Quebec area. And it was a big, beautiful Mexican restaurant. I loved enchiladas, everything. My second Mexican place to eat is, everybody hates their food, but it's going to get better, is Casa Bonita. And as you guys know, here in Colorado, Casa Bonita has been around since 1974, when we were 1 year old. And people have always hated the food, except they love the sopapilla dessert. Well, I've always loved the food. I've never had a problem with it. I just love it. And it just tastes like old school traditional homemade food. Well, now, did you know that since South Park, the creators of South Park, they live out here in Colorado. I worked with one of the creators, Matt. I don't remember his last name. Yes, and his mother, she worked at least 20 years at the Olive Garden in Highlands Ranch that I worked at up until I was pregnant with Ryland, up until my 5th month of pregnancy. And Margaret, that was her last name, her first name. I'm like all over the place. She was a server, and I was starting off at the OG in probably 1996 as a hostess, and then later Matt joined because she got him a job there as a busser. Now, South Park got their name from the neighborhood South Park that they lived in, which is it's further away from here. It's about maybe 20 to 30 minutes away, maybe a little longer, out in Littleton area. And so they recently put their money together and bought Casa Bonita. Now, recently they hired one of the Colorado's renowned chef, and she is in Denver at another restaurant, and she took the job. And she's very honored, so she's going to recreate the dishes, the traditional real recipes, but she's going to give them a little bit of a tweak, if you will, with her brand and her ideas of how it should be cooked. So she's not really changing the recipe. She's going to keep the entrees, but she's just got to give it a little bit of that what it needs to help it, recreate the business again. If you guys don't know Casa Bonita, Google it, put Casa Bonita / Denver, Colorado, and it's a fun place to take your kids. We've taken the kids. We grew up there. Like I said, we went like probably at least 4 times a year with my family, and it is so much fun. It's great entertainment, and very theatrical on the inside, and then they have a gift store, and yeah, you want to say something about it?
Yeah, I was going to say that I actually have a friend that I went to high school with, but he was in a different high school than I was. But he was actually one of the divers, because they have divers out there where it's like an inside pool, but like the top of it is like an open cave.
Yeah.
But they would dive off of that.
The cliff divers.
Yeah, the cliff divers, and they would do tricks and stuff like that. And one of my friends used to be the diver.
Oh, that's cool. And you know what? They even hire college kids to do that and to put on the gorilla outfit that swings from the ropes, and then he dives into it. You guys just need to look at. You can even go on YouTube and look it up.
Yeah.
It is just so much fun. But maybe people will enjoy the food now. Again, I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I don't miss anybody in here. I have my glasses on. I have to keep these on, guys, because I got vision problems. Plus, I've been getting dog and cat hairs in here in my eyes, so I'm hoping that the glasses will help. Okay, so the last question would be from Carl's Vlogs. Hi, Laura. What's the weather like, and has the food price increased? And so we could talk about the weather. I mean, it's been beautiful.
Well, everybody that's out of the realm of Colorado in different states, I've heard the weather's gotten really bad, like New Hampshire, New York, things like that. I don't think it's snowed out in New York, but our area, forget about it. It's almost like still fall.
Yeah, it's like probably that light dusting we had the day before Thanksgiving. And I just kind of added that into the Christmas decor video or the Thanksgiving video. It literally was just a light dusting. And of course the next day the temperature rose to 65, 75 degrees. And I think today is like already 68 degrees. We got the fan blowing.
Yeah,
it's already warm in here.
It's already snowed in the mountains, of course, because it's at a higher peak level or a higher level. That's the thing. You can see the snow from like where we're at, because we're closer to the mountains, but we just haven't gotten snow yet.
This is like the first real fall in probably 2 or 3 years in Colorado. The last 2 or 3 years, it just kind of like the leaves turned, and then the very next day we had blizzards.
Yeah,
and it just went, and we're like, okay, where did fall go? And so it's really been nice to enjoy our first season of fall here.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like everything's falling into place with the holidays, and it's just zooming by. We've been here almost 7 full months, you guys. Very hard to believe. And our realtor has been sending some nice messages for the holidays, and she can't even believe it either. So it's been really nice. There was no more questions that I can see. Everybody's been very polite and nice in here. I did want to save this one for the last. This was from a really nice man. I don't think it was a question, but he put something really nice in here. His name is Flex Bullet Fit Plus, and he put, great message and very helpful when you give examples of even what you do and stay balanced. You're absolutely right that so many all across the globe is struggling, and any way that anyone can help, no matter how little, goes a long way. Good on you for starting the conversation. That was really nice. And due to COVID, Children's Hospital is really not taking gift donations right now, understandably. And so I have been kind of setting those aside, which are like kid-like gifts for the cancer unit that I have been donating to gift-wise for the last probably 8 to 10 years. But it has been a couple of years, so I have not forgotten about them. Shiloh and my son recently donated, I think it was Shrivers or a couple of other children's, what is the other one? Let me think of it. But yeah, a lot of those, St. Jude's, that's where my son usually donates since he was really little. And then recently when Shiloh went to Walmart to pick up a few things for Thanksgiving dinner, she donated to Salvation Army. So, but anyway, you guys, thank you all so much. Thanks for all the nice comments on our Christmas and Thanksgiving video. I hope everybody stays blessed and safe out there. You know, things are still going on with COVID, so I hope everybody stays safe and enjoys the holiday with their loved ones as much as they can. So, peace out. Stay positive, everyone.